Hello and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium with the Guild Master. We are setting up adventuring guilds all over the place, and we haven't quite secured half the continent, but we are in a pretty good push for it. We've been picking away at the pale ones, trying to make them pay, trying to take out their armies. They've recently kind of come up here and grabbed a few things, but we actually made it all the way into the pit, all the way into Agartha, and took their lair, their home base. So we're doing fairly well right now. There's a few other factions on the map that are picking away, but the only major threat right now is this army with purple, full of purple worms and fire elementals. But they haven't really been bothering us. They've just been kind of like taking these mines back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we've also begun sailing into the void, which I've never done before. I'm horrified to see all the stuff in here, but I'm also excited about it. Today, I think if we can get rid of the pale ones today, I think would be like super, super clutch. One thing that we need to do that I keep forgetting to do is actually grabbing our guild masters who are... Where? Do we have one in this army? This guy here we can use. We got to start doing more assassins contracts, because every time we cast that, it just spawns a ton of assassins all over the map. Where are you? You have an assassin, but you can't move. All right, well, I guess maybe I just don't have a free guildmaster right now. That's something we might want to consider buying, so we can start spawning more shadow stalkers, having them roam about and take dudes out. Like, I could probably just assassinate that demonologist, which I think would probably knock him out of the game. Usurping the void and heaven. We do have a map to get into heaven, but that's I don't know so much. I'm not so sure about that one right now. A guild mage, swordsman, and a pilot. We're gonna leave this boat, burn the boats, come up here. Now we can finally set up a mage's guild in Valcoria, which will give us another spot to teleport to. Not to mention, you know, more mages. One, two. I can't quite get there. I'm worried about these guys catching my army out. I'm actually going to move down one, just for safety. Okay, we do need some guild mages and stuff. I'm going to toss... Where do I want to toss you? I'll put a guild mage down here. Also just going to put some swordsmen down here right now. Sorry, I'm actually going to bring that guild mage up here, so that he can study at the library. As soon as he has enough money to do it. This guild mage also needs to study at the library. And that guy is just hanging out right now. You can come back up here, start recapping these villages, thieves guilds, apothecary builds. We should upgrade that thieves guild if we have the opportunity. And I'm not going to move you anywhere right now, I don't think. There is a single displacer beast here. 2 displacer beasts here. I think taking some of these forests of cubes might be worth doing. Very hard to say. I don't know entirely what the void is gonna do for us. Meanwhile, we'll scout out the rest of this and try to find out whether or not there is actually a city up here. Adventurers all over the place just grabbing stuff for us. I love it. Also giving us good scouting opportunities. Ooh, that demonologist could be making a play on my city. Or he could just be trying to run from those alms. I don't know that any of them actually know I have a city down there, so... Cats, good meowing. Still jamming with the guilds? I am, and I'm enjoying them a lot. So how do we do against the Displacer Beast? Ooh. Not good until we cast Thunderhead and just delete it. So Valkyria is going to pick up Griffin Riders without a shadow of a doubt. We're now up to 15 Griffin Riders. I'm trying to get to 25 before I use them. And surprise, surprise, these Bakemono are chasing me all over the map. We can get in here. And now, with this guy, I want to grab, like, this other guy, this other lord. The guild mages, probably. All those swordsmen, all those Zweihanders, all those halberds were all intended to be in this guy's army. I'm also going to take 10 of those pikeneers. Do we have a scout? Yes. With this army, we can now take these guys on next round. You're going to just move into Shark Bay right now. Where I hope we can hold up long enough to kill you. I might be losing my mind, but the void feels like it resets every turn. Glowing Grove, full of void slime jellies. They are quite friendly, just like usual jellyfish. These ones also like to swim around the void. Dude, the void is weird. Because deep sea jellyfish are not friendly. They have mind tentacles. Not the same kind of jellyfish. Oh, goodness. I didn't know this army existed. Oh, goodness. This is another Earth Mind. And he has so many dudes. The one good news is that I don't think he can see me. None of these guys seem to have scouting. As far as I'm aware. So he might just ignore that gravedigger. You guys don't have enough to study yet. But you have enough to put in a Sage's Guild, and then a Mage's Guild, and then an Arcane Guild. And alongside of that, we can actually let out Ragdan, who has enough to build a guild portal. So finally, we have this connected now as well. Excellent. So what's cool about this is I could actually just teleport this whole army now across the map over here and attack those pale ones. And honestly, I'm having a hard time seeing why I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna move them this round because we should be able to attack them next round. There's still a huge army here. And I could even probably take this Griffin Lord and pick up these towers without a serious fight because it's just like slingers inside of them. I know I said I wouldn't use them, but also I lied. Could just walk in those directions? I could, but why walk when we can teleport? My market village. Yeah, we can catch that group. So much of this is just like dancing around groups of Bakemono. I lost 5 swordsmen and a pikeneer, but the Windmaster was able to kill those 2 displacer beasts. And then my grave robber got dunked. More Griffin Riders are available. Not enough gold. Curses. But more Zweihanders are also available. So, yeah, I'm going to have you attack them. Which I gotta be honest is probably more than enough. They'll instantly kill him with the assassins. And then it's just killing the lesser fires. Hi, Mona. Which most of our crossbows are going to do. So maybe the Griffin Lord here I don't need. How many units does Thag have? Thag has a lot of guild masters, guild mercenaries, which would be nice for killing those fire guys. A big Mona would also be nice for killing those fire guys, so we'll have her say hi to everybody first. The pale 1 stack, your gravedigger, yeah. I mean, that's okay. That gravedigger was really just a glorified scout. I was just trying to get him to explore the map a little bit. What's going on, Moni? Is your sister out there? Oh, yeah, I see her in the hallway. Oh, there's baby. No, baby Mona. Not hard to tell. She just woke up. She's like, oh, okay, I'll do whatever. I'm fine. Me just want more sleep. All right, now this is easy clapped. Nice. Yeah, and this guy can go and take all these. It's springtime, so you can run back to the fort. Like the coward you are. You're going to grab my Banker's Guild and then hide again. Color out of space. Yog Shoggoth the Vastness. So this is a unit spawner. What I'm kind of hoping for is that I can find a Citadel in the void. I don't know if that exists, but it is my goal. All right, I have a whole bunch of guild mages trying to get levels. And then what do we have? We have Trast, Brune, and Ragdin with a bunch of guild guys, spearmen, and Zweihanders. These guys are meant to be on a boat. They're meant to be on this galleon. And I might just put them back on it. I suppose I could just leave a galleon here. There are 2 villages up here, along with a town. But the Elementalist is also, like, this is his territory. Do these Mott and Baileys have trade? No. The Deserted Port does. But God knows what kind of horrors are in there. And I know there's a dragon that lives, what, here? A dragon that lives here. And 2 dragons, I think, that live here. Oh, no, that live here. Yeah, so this is really... This city is, like, in the middle of dragon territory. I think, realistically, I should probably decouple this guy and look at building some ballistas here. And then powering them up. So that'll be my next goal. Oh man, and we gotta sign some assassin contracts. That's what we really need to do. I'm gonna send an assassin after the demonologist because I think I can just kill him. And I feel like if we just kill him, then that problem is solved. I do believe I just saw Bakemono attacking the Ulm. Yeah, so he gets deleted immediately. Why? Oh, you're ethereal. I was like, why don't arrows hurt you? Hey, welcome back, Mona. Well, I'm definitely glad we brought the extra guys. Even our hero is taking some beats right now. Man's picked up another festering wound. So how much did we lose there? 15 swordsmen, 7 spearmen, 6 halberds, 5 Zweihanders, and a hero. Picked up a frostbrand off that dead hero. Yes, I suppose you would have. Who picked up that frostbrand? I think I want to give it to Thag. Or Dragol, who has rainbow armor. Here we go. I wish I could give that guy the cursed eye. Cannot be given away freely. I don't know who to give that scroll of heavenly ascension to, but I can give you this armor now. So you have 4 armor, 8 magic resistance. Lucky, regen 10. And somehow you're wielding a shield with the double sword of the damn attacks. You have Frostbrand and a Cloak of Mirrors. So yeah, maybe I'll leave you with the Cloak of Mirrors instead then. You're not going to heal from that festering wound, probably. At least not easily. Anchors and Beastmasters. Funny the arrows do hurt them. Yeah, it just takes a few shots, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's go looking for some more troops. Pikeneers. I'm gonna grab another set of grave robbers over here. He's probably going to go that pathway, so I'm going to leave that be. I want to see if I can steal any of this. And until I am able to understand what is actually there, hard to do. Yeah, a lot of Bakemono. I guess my other cubes have been taken. What? Oh no, the void is really screwing with my head. It's hard to keep up from down. It's exactly what they wanted. I am curious, like, if an adventuring party lives long enough, will a second adventuring party be sent out? And also, can I please remember to send some assassins for the love of God? There are still a lot of these Ulms around. Yeah, how'd you guys do? This is the adventuring party in their Ulm. Answer to that was not very well. All right. Trast. Assassin's Contract. Malequent. You can set up a second guild here. That's right. I was going to put a mercenary guild in here, but I'm concerned about the fact that I only have one apothecary guild and it's not very good, and I wonder whether or not apothecaries can be good. City of Balcoria. City of Crafts. They're the only two cities on the map that we've seen. Yeah, I think I am gonna build an apothecary guild once I get some gems. Some guild stalkers sent out. So Thag is gonna teleport back here to defend this place. Yeah. I'm gonna take these swordsmen with you. Nasty, nasty stuff. I don't know what way those Bakemono went. So we're going to have to wait on them for a moment. We have a Metal Orders hero, Metal Arcana 1. Yeah, I might as well hire him. And I'm going to just throw some archers over there. Steal that back. And then we'll just keep exploring. Wow, this area is quite large. I'm going to have this guy level up right away, become an adept of the Iron Order. So he gets Fortune, Iron Darts, and Iron Skin. And then I guess I'm going to teleport him over there as well. Yeah, I guess I don't really need an adventuring guild there if all the other adventuring guilds can just walk up and teleport, right? Demonologist is so funny, him just being stuck there right now. Looks like that Eldritch monster in the void. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's a big success. That's a big success. And there's lots of new guys to recruit. There's also a king wandering around here. Map of Pandemonium, Sword of Enfeeblement, Solar Lance. Okay. And sorry, this guy has to use Apothecary's Guild. For right now, let's just buy some gems. You're level 2. Who's that? Oh, that's an adventuring mage. I wish they'd recruit at level 3. I understand why they don't, but doesn't make me not want it any less. I'm just going to grab a mix of troops for this guy. You know what? I'm going to grab those crossbowmen as well. These high mages need to level up. They would also be really useful in his army. He has a sage. That sage should also level up. So should that apothecary. He can't, but the sage can. Right, he already has a guild megas, so... Baby steps. You'll keep exploring the void. Okay, there's the edge over here. You should have known better than that. A mausoleum. Is that the only mausoleum? I'm wondering whether or not we could use the gravedigger on a mausoleum. There is a graveyard here. All right, well, I definitely need to get one of those guys there then. You're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. You're gonna fly back. Yeah, you're gonna do this. Pick up that Thieves Guild. Those both need upgrading. Griffins are the best. Best for the druid, best for the beastmaster. Yeah, that demi-lich is not happening. There are 2 adventuring parties that just came out of that port city there on the western continent. Forgot about that cloud tower. I feel like I don't even know what's actually up there. You guys killed some deer. The grave robber got killed by ghosts. That's kind of ironic. Yeah, check this out. That's 2 different posses here. 10 units. I love that. Big fan of that. You have to grab swordsmen and pikeneers and put them in this guy's army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. You have 101 units. You need that sage. And honestly, I might give you this guild engineer again as well. I think I will. Because otherwise he's just sitting around doing nothing. A Hunter of Gods. I have never seen this unit. 12 MR. The Hunter of Gods is a doom horror, an astral being that feeds on the emotions of suffering. He primarily targets gods because they provide much more emotional sustenance than mere mortals. He has emerged several times in history and slain the gods and exalted spirits of the time. Blood Vengeance. Invisible. Teleporting. Floating. Ethereal. Causes terror. Yeah, he looks fun. It's a hell of a title, right? Give Kratos a run for his money. Not having a lot of luck in that void right now. You are meant to be upgrading this Alchemist Guild and then Alchemist Mega Guild next. And then you... Maybe you could come up here. I don't really want you to fight them. Come back there for now. Snap that. You're going to wait there. You're going to go down a bunch of rows. You're going to go on Sentry. Okay. Every time we, like, build more guilds, right? We just keep upgrading further and further. Every new squad, every new set of assassins, every new adventuring party brings us one step closer. Flying Tengu. I don't know why this guild stalker, who I sent to attack the demonologist, decided to take on a Bakemono fortress. And I guess those guys had 3 movement. Well. Let's give you another assassin. Okay. How big is your army? 46. Oh, I might have some guys who can be added in. Trust. You're going to build an Alchemist's Magus Guild. And then we can stop buying gems. I think Radon has 1 more ballista here. Yeah, he's got to upgrade. Ancient Temple of the Deep. Still looking for that portal to the other planes. Your army is 102 units. Grab those swordsmen. You're just waiting on your spellcasters to get their upgrades. Okay, you grab that forest, and then we'll just keep sailing around, I guess. The Void is definitely something special. I wonder if we sent an insane amount of Void ships in there. Another adventuring party. That's 3 in like a couple of turns. This is a huge crowd coming out here. Very promising. One step closer to what? The return of the Reapers? The Edge? Well, only if we're about to break. Is that a King of the Deep? Couldn't be. He must have died a long time ago. Maybe the adventurers can go kill the dragon? That's what I'm really deep down hoping for. They did kill a Chunari and a couple of these Tengu, though. That rules. That's a huge win. We have a captain, a navigator, and a cartographer. Oh, my captain up here got killed, so I will buy one more of those, he says, trying to get his mages upgraded and not being able to do it because he spends all of his money every single turn buying things that just get killed. Okay, you guys are going to wait. You're going to go on sentry. You're going to chill. You're going to wait. You're going to grab that and come back. Is the void a circle? Corkscrew Towers. Nyarlathotep the Void Lord. This is a citadel. There's a ton of void hounds in here. It's a level 3 library. You know I want that. It's got magic walls. Ethereal units cannot bypass. So this guy has Meteor Swarm. He also has Mass Confusion. So, Malachus, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the agency. We have a void ship with a handful of crossbowmen. And a guy who could cast Thunderbolts. I don't know that a bunch of ethereal disease or teleporting dogs are the kind of thing that we want to attack with life drain. 2 armor, 125 HP. But that proves there's a citadel in the void. A meteor swarm. It's just really meaty. That's all. Six units on Thag. There are a lot of units in here right now, though. Every time you look here, the tower changes location. He keeps appearing in different towers. Oh. Well, now I'm extra curious. I mean, if it's just the Void Hounds, maybe I could take it. Alchemist Megas. Black Rose kills 3 deer. By herself? Where's her party gone? Market Village. A brigand gets killed by some pale guys. Crown of Command. Oh. Members of the Alchemist Guilds are the only ones that know the secret of making gold and guard it jealously. They're not able to produce it in vast quantities, but a small amount can be made for the employer each month. It may be that the rate of gold production is not a real limit, but rather a restriction imposed by the guild to prevent too much gold from being created. Whatever the reason is, the Alchemists claim they cannot produce more gold than they already do. These guys are high Arcana and Alchemy level 2. Needless to say, that's quite nice. It's not really a good deal for swordsmen. Crown of Command. I mean, I don't need it, but I am going to buy it. So this guy has Soul Slay, Soldiers of Steel, and we can either go Luck or Earth Grip. I'm going to go Luck. You also have Acid Cloud. Iron Skin. Can you cast Iron Skin and Soldiers of Steel on the same unit and give them +4 armor? Strength and cold resistance. Interesting. Ritual Caster. That's what I was really curious about. Time-consuming process takes a month of hard work and rigorous concentration. A single alchemist can produce as much gold as an entire town. 1 unit of iron is converted into 4 units of gold. Greater Alchemy. 7 units of gold. Alchemical catapult. This causes less damage where it hits, but it explodes in flames. Alchemical trebuchet. And a liquid fire dispenser. On occasion, liquid fire dispensers have been deployed in regular armies with devastating effects. The fuel of the dispenser is highly unstable, and should it be destroyed, it will most likely explode in a ball of flames. Well, let's build that right away. And then I guess I have a catapult here that I can promote. So this now does burst damage, alchemical boulder, and we also have a liquid fire dispenser which shoots a narrow cone of liquid flames. Does 12 damage when it explodes. Narrow cone across your units, very good. I mean, ideally, it would be put in the front, and things like this assassin would be put in the back, but I'm not really clear on how priorities work sometimes. Cool. Well, obviously that guy is not going to be in an army, because he has things he can do. Do I have any other catapults? Yeah. All right. Well, you heard the man. Alchemical catapult away. So many guys just standing around doing nothing. Why are you insane? You have a void ship. You're not meant to go insane. He's also insane. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, I don't think there's any way out of the void, so 90. Oh, so there's only a 90% chance of protecting them from insanity. I read that to mean they can protect up to 90 units, which was very confusing. But that does make a lot more sense. I will kill all these bears by lighting them on fire and then being eaten. Brigands attack some dudes and die. A dark wizard and an ice druid are available. Dark magic level 2. Frost magic and druidism level 1. Dudes, you guys keep giving me all these wizards, and you know I can't not buy them. Rhyme armor. Ooh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's good. And a spirit eye. That armor is very nice. You also have dead sense. Summon shade, summon shades, and lashes of darkness. Perfect. You can stay there forever. You have a gauche of protection. I'm not really sure who like fights on the front line anymore. Other than our hero. Honestly, he might be the only one. Boom. What does this do for damage? 1 to 5. This does 1 to 8 plus decay. Yeah. I think I kind of got to keep you with that. Okay, I have too many spellcasters who need to level up. This is getting out of control. I can't get anything done because I just keep buying more spellcasters. This won't work. That simply won't work. What about that alchemist? There he is. You're going to make an alchemical catapult as well. And did this have a catapult? No. But also no one is attacking that place. If they did, I could just teleport there in a second. There are 2 catapults down in Shark Bay. Also, a ton of ballista. I'll just cast Greater Alchemy with him. Make some cash. He is the first thing I have that I can actually be like, oh, I need an extra $7. Boom. Capture some beers with the druids. It's possible. These guys, man. Just let me have my little thieves guilds, please. For the love of God. What are they really doing to you? You are fighting 2 adventuring parties, I think. No, maybe just 1. I kind of feel like adventuring parties need a buff. I don't know what those were. I'm assuming bandits. There's a ton of stuff available for purchase, including Griffin Riders. And Belial the Dark Wizard. What if I sold things? 20 gold for 10 gems. Do I need gems right now for anything? I don't feel like I do. I want you to have your sage. Enchanted Sleep. Luck Burst 9. And I guess fire resistance. Sure. So that's Urban. So that's who's meant to go with you. You could also, I guess, take this Black Sorceress. Frankly, why not? And then you're ready to boogie. You're exploring the void, and it's a terrible, terrible place that you hate. Trast, I think you can pick Redan back up, because this is, like, fully spooled. I'm only seeing 1 ballista here anyway. These griffins are really taking up a lot of my screen. And the tank is 47 units. How many... I kind of just want to, like, send someone down to pick up all these guild mercenaries. These towns should also be making like huge amounts of guild mercenaries. Which I could just be carting forward. And honestly, why not start doing that? Or at least putting them in, like, in these towers. Triton King, you cannot kill. And I guess we'll just have you cast Greater Alchemy. For now. I'm sure there must be a level 3 version of that as well. That must be crazy. But that we would need to get that level 3 library for, and we have not been able to find one anywhere, so... and what Trast is what? You, and you. Guildmaster, Artisan, and a Navigator. Thag is a Druid, 3 Assassins, and a Guild Mage, and a Cartographer. Let's just combine the 2 of these armies. No reason not to. And then they're 86 units. So I could actually take people out with that, right? Absolutely we could. Start doing some work here now. For too long we have sat in our towers, building our guilds. It's time we get some things done. Capture some land. It's a lot of alms. It's always a lot of alms, isn't it? You were attacked in a forest. Demonologist attacked a huge adventuring party. Frost Fiend. Inhumer Devils. Burying Sinners Alive. Ooh. And a Demonologist with a Star Ruby. Pyromancy Ruby. Well, we didn't do terrible there. We killed 9. No, we killed 7. We definitely didn't do as well as I thought they should, but I've got money for Griffin Riders. Anytime I can afford Griffin Riders, I'm buying them. That's just the way it goes right now. Nothing else quite matches the importance. Because I'm pretty sure Griffin Riders could take on a dragon. I definitely don't want to test it, but I think that they could. So, you have 109 units. Would that be enough to take on the Bakemono that are harassing me up north? What's it look like? It's a lot of crossbowmen, kind of a row of Zweihanders behind a row of swordsmen. I mean, this is like a lot of spellcasters and stuff in this army, which is pretty dang powerful. All these guys have throw fast or throw fire, though. I actually don't know. This commander is insane. Surprise, surprise. What, do you mean that void chip isn't making me invincible? I guess I could just put him on, like, repeat ritual. Remember those winged Bakemono buggers? Yeah, they are my least favorite unit. Because they are basically spell casting archers. with broadswords that can fly, which is a hell of a combination. Oh, we got attacked in that castle. Oh, no. No way. How are these cloud gates? Soft and fluffy, surprisingly difficult to break down. Seems like it's pretty straightforward to break down. Oh, man. I have a guild engineer in here. How many did I lose? I only lost 4 guys in that fight. A spearman, 2 swordsmasters, and a Zweihander. But then we were attacked. Oh my god, were we attacked? Fire elementals, umbrals, troglodytes, penumbrals, lesser fires, Rock Eye the Earthmind, who is going insane. What sucks here is, like, if I attacked him, I'd kill him. Because I'd assassinate him. Magic Staff. Spear of the Forest. Cast Poison. Magic Staff. Rumble Earth. Cone 3. 1 to 7 damage. Holy smokes. Dude, this wasn't even a fight. This was a massacre. They brought 265 units in. The Lesser Earths killed 84 units. That's not even a good elemental. We did almost nothing. My engineer Magus didn't even get a single kill. This is a very expensive army to have lost. The guild mercenaries did pretty well. That's for sure. This army's going to be tough, dudes. We might have entered some endgame shenanigans. We're definitely getting some tough fights here. What are you doing, Mona? Knocking stuff over. Damn. Holy smokes. They still have 2 earth elementals. 3 earth elementals. So that one didn't get killed. Okay. You have a lot of archers here. You have kind of an absurd amount of archers here, and apparently a bunch of brigands. I don't know what that crown does. Berserker. +1 strength, +2 morale, +5 HP. Alright, well. It's not the worst item. You got a trader's medallion. That's kind of nice on an alchemist magus. Might as well put you on repeat ritual. Okay. You're going to drop those off and then come back home. This is this really good Bakemono sorcerer. 26 HP. You have a Wand of Fear. You don't want a Wand of Fear either. Give that to, like, you. You have an enchanted shovel. Give that to the apothecary. You have a pocket lich, but I don't have any necromancers. Alchemy +1. Alchemy. Aha. So the apothecaries do also have alchemists. I want to attack this guy so we can assassinate him. But I don't know if we're good enough to actually take this fight. So we're going to end up saving before we do this one. I don't know what I'm looking for in the void. I guess realistically, we're just exploring. All right, you're the last guy here. So this is going to be guild 4. Let's see how we do. It's probably too bloody to take, but does have a very The End feel. Yeah. Spoiler, a gate to the Nexus. I mean, the Nexus is elemental planes, but I guess it's kind of all the planes at the same time. So I suppose it could be in there somewhere. A lot of those dudes around. Oh, we got rolled by the Bakemono. Okay, we got to go back. Dude, I didn't even kill an 11 HP Nushi. I mean, it is like they're bringing 200-point armies and I'm bringing 100-point armies. I understand why I would lose these fights. I imagine it's just these dudes and their lightning. Though, I mean, all of these demons can do stuff. You animated a tree. The pocket lich here just producing like endless undead as well. I mean, we're killing lots of stuff, but our front line melted. I think it's kind of the thing is like we have guild mercenaries and we have mariners. And they're both like hybrid units, so we don't really have good frontliners. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of spells this guy has. Doesn't he like make Long Dead at the beginning of battle? Okay. Blizzard and summon wolves. And then disease. Yeah, I mean, these Long Dead are just going to get torn apart by those casters. All right. I think I've seen enough of that. Tengu Weapon Masters, 37 kills. Yeah, they count as heroes. Kohana Tengu, 74 kills. Dude, they're out of control how powerful these Tengu are. We're gonna roll that baby. We gonna roll that baby back. I don't mind losing like the one army that we got legitimately good ambush on, but if I'm walking into a fight that doesn't need to be, there's no need to be. Retreat. And everybody else is good. Biggest strength is the ability to hire lots of mages, yeah. Yeah, the Wing Bakemono are I mean, they rolled their last campaign. And they've been a problem for most of my campaigns. Truth be told. They have been a consistent thorn in my side. A Scarlet Sister. I don't know who that is at all. High Arcana. Okay. Just a lady. All right, you're going that way. I guess you're going back there. I would think with like the guild ballistas and the catapults and the 4 shock pools here, they'd have a pretty hard time. Let's hire our Scarlet Sister. So, and I lost my like whole army over here, right? Yeah. Swordsman. I guess an engineer Magus as well. Got 20 units. One more. Crazy man in the crazy void. What's our plan? Crazy Dan. Oh, you can get that alchemist mortar off whoever has it. Akiro, now you should have alchemy level 3. You do. Cold resistance, fire resistance, acid cloud, range 6. That doesn't really feel smart. I think I'm gonna put this guy on just like buffs right now. But I am gonna add him into that army because he's super, super valuable. You spawned with a Pendant of the Forest King. At the start of battle, summon 1d2 moose, 2d4 deer, and 1d6 boar. I feel like maybe the druid should have that. Yeah, the animist. Let's do that instead. And I'm going to give that to him. You have Soulslay, Fireward, Iron Skin, and Sleep. Which is also not bad. Maribeth, you can join this army too. I'm going to take you up on your advice of saying that the real secret is just having a ton of mages. Wolfhar, you're going to go in there with him. These are both guild mages, so they'll figure themselves out eventually. Okay. Yeah, I guess the problem is like adventuring guilds don't really scale further and further into the game. Though they do produce a crazy item economy. 100 mages seems to be the answer, right? Any way to control stupid uses as the Cobalt King? Not that I'm aware of. But I also have not played as Cobalt, so. One guild assassin fights 5 heavy infantry in a hamlet. Doesn't kill a single one. This guy has a magic staff. Cursed him. At a great tower, a brigand chief gets killed by a bunch of Bakemono. And then a Bakemono kill our guys. Frostbrand is available. Give you that instead of a Ghost of Protection. Could just give it to Griffin Riders. You know what? Let's just do that. Yeah, I can't give that to the Griffin guy, can I? No. You're running back there. Yeah, you just are staying put right now. I don't really love the idea of these Griffin Riders fighting inside the city walls, but at the moment, I also wouldn't say I have much of a choice in the matter. All right. Yeah, these guys don't know what they're forming over here. We have Iron, Engineer, Greater Alchemist. You're a basic guild mage as well. You also need to be leveled up. For right now, I guess I might as well also just put him on Greater Alchemy, repeat. They're going to cap some towns for me. I mean, the adventures are keeping my economy alive, so. Frostbrand is basically just Frost Sword. It's nothing too crazy. But it's handy. Griffin Riders. Yes, I got enough money for him. Mage Pilot, Cartographer, Griffin Lord. Okay. So now I have 25 Griffins. So now the real question becomes, what do I want to do with 25 Griffins? This guy just did in lock here. Right, the scouting continues. The adventuring parties continue. I gotta get those bases up there. I actually forgot that we had lost those. You know what would be really good is a Griffin Lord down in this lower area. Because he could just fly over all the mountains and the forests. I don't know why I haven't thought of that. He's going back to that Thieves Guild. Oh, are we going to end up in another one of these? We might. Well, if I could loop him there. You guys are on a boat. Yes. 6 wolves. Uh-oh. Coal mine. Let's... You guys are higher arcana. Yeah, I'm going to level up this guy first. Rathaldun. He gets Frost Magic 2. He becomes our Frost Father. Encase in Ice. We have Frost and Icicle. Ooh, I feel like the Frost damage is more important here. Especially if you have Ice Shards. Poison Vine, Poison Arrow. I mean, this is a very offensive caster. Lots of good spells on him. We have Swordsmen and Halberders available for purchase. Soul Shatter Horrors. Oh boy. Fun times. Yeah, and you guys are still kind of actually low on front troops, so I hate to do this, but I'm going to buy both of those. And do you need a captain? You have Voldan. I can't afford it anyway. J. You're a guild mage. All right. Conquer the clouds. I mean, the problem is that there's very little up there. There's a cloud tower. And that's been basically all we've seen. A cloud hamlet over here. We have a shovel, so like we could go to Agartha and just start digging. Or we had a shovel at least. I don't know if we still do. What I really need to do is grab these like 87 units down here. Put them on a boat. Sail them over here. Pick up the other guys. Bring them to this portal. And then move them to the front lines. Because that would be like 100 guild mercenaries. Which is very significant damage. Because they all get a crossbow with +1 range. Elite mercenaries paid with the best equipment. They also have 2 armor. I didn't actually realize this. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. I have a lot of gems. You got a lot of gems, Agent. And I'm wondering, do you got stuff you want to be spending those on? This guild could get upgraded to a Shadow Stalkers. As could that. That could also get upgraded to a higher level Alchemist guild. I would need one of my guild masters to go do this, though. Are one of them in here? Big Turg is in this army. I cannot believe Big Turg is still alive. Surely I must have another one of these guys. Dark Wizards. Wandering units. Alchemist Magus, Chieftain, Captain Self-Proclaimed King. Captain Sage. Mage. Hero. There's a Merchant Prince here. Yeah, that's Big Turg. Are you my only Merchant Prince? Frass the Mage Pilot. You have a Merchant Prince. Oh. Ah. You know what else you have access to is a village, and this. Maybe I should send these guys down here and pop out some thieves guilds. Not that the enchanter is really being an issue, but he is someone I could probably roll, and then I'd have an easier time dealing with the pale ones. The demonologists are also starting to like pop out and be a bit more of an issue than they used to be. We've really replaced the pale one problem with a demon problem down here. You know, one thing for the other. So, all right, we'll leave this at this for now then, and then we'll come back and see whether or not we can knock out some of these guys next time. A few setbacks today, but I feel like we are actually ramping up with mages. So until next time, bye-bye.